we've got a pretty onerous wage and business tax still happening, and a lot of people believe that that's just imposing a constant drag on job growth and that the pandemic made all of that worse. How do you all plan to manage that, ideally reduce taxes, and yet keep city operations going?
Here in the city of Philadelphia, 41% of our general fund revenue comes from business taxes, about 31% from wage and net profits, other 10% from business income and receipts tax. Now, I am proud to have been chair of the Philadelphia delegation during my tenure in the Pennsylvania House, where we actually introduced the Philadelphia Tax Fairness Package when we needed to have additional collection of delinquent property taxes, develop the long-term owner occupant program along with the homestead exemption. The fourth element that did not get passed was our bill targeted at changing the uniformity clause. We introduced that in the Pennsylvania House. You saw it come back a little later in the form of the Levy-Sweeney plan. I josh Paul Levy and Jerry Sweeney often about this. We both agreed that Philadelphia should have the ability to charge different tax rates for different classes of property, and the business community openly stated that we don't pay enough in commercial property taxes. And we do want to have a competitive business environment because I want to grow the economic pie here. But just like I've said about 2026 and our city overall, when we think about our super bright future, until we get the basics together, get our own house in order, safer, cleaner, greener, we won't be able to grow Philadelphia's economy.
I, at my own expense, have gone overseas. I've met with major corporations and employers, including Hyundai Rotems, the head of Hyundai Rotem in Korea, because we had a train manufacturer in this city. I've met with SK and LG and other major corporations like Samsung Electronics, TSI, and other companies about investing in Philadelphia. I think the issue about Hyundai Rotem, our train manufacturer that is no longer here, is a prime example of the problem with the city and its taxes. Hyundai Rotem put about $30 million into retrofitting or outfitting or modernizing the facility they were in. They were promised a KOZ, which they never got. But they hired about 350 direct employees who made very good wages. 20% were returning citizens, so they were certified in high-tech welding. They were flown to Korea, where they actually welded high-speed trains, and they came back. But when SEPTA purchased its trains from Massachusetts, they shut down, as they were going to, and they said they would. They indirectly paid 5,000 other people. And so all those taxes, those jobs, everything else is gone. The issues that come up is certain companies that are, able to come to Philadelphia, want to come to Philadelphia, build their facilities and hire people. They consider Philadelphia not an expensive city when it comes to taxes. However, the issue about Philadelphia is instability. That means it's unpredictable. What taxes go up, down. They suddenly create new taxes, new penalties, new legislation. And businesses do not want to come to an unstable environment where it's unpredictable what's going to happen.